Hello and a very warm welcome. Upbeat and ambition unchecked. Google posted a record $1.6 billion profit for the past quarter, prompting its boss to declare the worst of the recession is behind us. The advertising dollars may be pouring in, but the firm isn't resting on its laurels and made two major announcements. The first concerns plans to sell electronic books via a new Google Editions service. The second is a deal to broadcast programmes from the UK's Channel 4 network on its YouTube site. Well, we'll explore those plans in more depth in just a moment, but first, Michelle Fleury has more on the results.
Google's campus in Palo Alto remains at the heart of the internet economy. When it comes to online advertising, it's the gold standard, as it's proven yet again with its latest results. Ad spending is up, and the company's chief executive, Eric Schmidt, declared, "While there's a lot of uncertainty about the pace of economic recovery, we believe the worst of the recession is behind us and now feel confident about investing heavily in our future."
We're very pleased with our Q3 results.
Colin Gillis, who follows the technology sector, says advertisers hit by the recession are slowly returning.
On the conference call, probably the most important thing they said is that big brand advertisers are back and that they're coming back and they're spending money. And they're spending money not only on Google but on sites like YouTube.
Making money from the video sharing site has proved elusive, but the company says it's close. And by working on its advertising model, Eric Schmidt told the BBC in a recent interview that he hoped it would broaden the site's appeal.
YouTube is already doing extremely well with user-generated content. The personal videos, the things that people do that are not going to have a broad audience. They're for your family or your friends. But we think that there's a big, big opportunity for professionally high-quality content, HD format, all of that, right on your computer and right on YouTube.
Putting words into action, Google said that YouTube will now show full-length shows from British TV network Channel 4, a first for a broadcaster. Investors will have liked what Google had to say about online advertising. But more than that, Google's results, along with Intel's earlier this week, show that economic recovery in the tech sector may be slow, but it is happening. Michelle Fleury, BBC News, New York.
Well, to discuss Google's future strategy in more depth, we can speak to one of Silicon Valley's most influential tech writers, Robert Scoble, who joins us by webcam from Half Moon Bay in California. Good to see you, Robert. Let's start with the e-books. Well, this is a revolution in the way we access books, and so this is a war between Apple, Google and Amazon.
Yeah, I have the Kindle here, which everybody's seen, but we're holding out for the new Apple tablet, which will come early next year from what my friends are saying. And we're waiting to see what Google's going to do with this new Chrome OS and what kinds of devices it's going to show up in. And then there's some upstarts ones, like there's a blogger in Silicon Valley making this thing called a CrunchPad, which is a tablet PC. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens in the next 6 months.
And with the YouTube and the deal with Channel 4, Google's being extremely smart with this tie-up, isn't it?
Absolutely. YouTube, if you ask normal people outside of our little Silicon Valley or tech bubble, because London is certainly inside our tech bubble, you'll hear normal people think of YouTube when they think of online video, and now YouTube is trying to bring movies and other longer form content, and that's going to let them bring new kinds of advertising and new kinds of engaged brand experiences that are going to be very profitable for them.
Google has all the advertising dollars pouring in. It's the first time that online advertising has taken over from paper advertising. There's plenty more to come from Google, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. The money is continuing to shift from paper. I mean, Business Week just sold for $5 million. I mean, who would have thought that a major American business magazine would sell for so little? But the money is moving from paper and onto online because advertisers can track everything about online. They know who they're reaching. They know if somebody clicked on an ad. They know if somebody bought something or took action. And that's really exciting for advertisers. So you're going to continue to see that shift of money from the old world into the new online world.
Robert Scoble from the heart of the new world. Thank you very much indeed for joining us this morning.